I did not know I was funny.
I don't know what your podcast is called, but it would be like paving new roads.
This is me.
New paid regular at the Cellar in New York City.
Hell yeah, baby.
After playing the piano and doing the Yuck Yucks here in L.A. for quite some time.
Yuck Yucks is in Toronto, but that is, it's the Chuckle Factory and the Laugh Hut and all those good things. Yeah, I've lived in L.A. for 16 years, and I love it. It's a home to me, and I love the Comedy Store. I love the Improv, love the Factory, Ice House, Comedy and Magic Club, all the 5 clubs
What
that
a
are here.
professional you are. You're like, I can't name one without naming them all.
They've all been...
You forgot Kookaburra.
They had a minute, and Inside Jokes. I don't know if you remember that place. Yeah. Kookaburra Lounge it's actually a fun room in West Side Comedy Theater.
Yeah,
all of them are. I don't know. You don't remember the IO West?
I remember IO West.
Okay.
I got here in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah. That was right at the end of them, anyways.
But
David Buster's open mic.
David Buster's open mic, absolutely. The Hooters open mic. I never did Fourth Wall. Did Fourth Wall. I never did Third. What is that?
Third Wheel.
Those were after my time.
But you're back in town.
But I'm back in town. I don't know, when does this come out?
Doug, honestly, I don't know. A couple weeks probably.
All right. Well, I just finished recording my hour special, so that's awesome.
No, this will definitely probably come out. When's the special come out?
The special will come out in like a year or so. But,
perfect.
Yeah, it's
because we were planning on not releasing this for a year.
Perfect. Absolutely. It's so that just happened. Wink, wink.
Yeah,
Secrets of Filmmaking. Thank you very much. I'm very excited having done it. It was amazing. It just went really well. I'm happy about it. Manifesting it.
I guarantee it went well. You're a funny motherfucker.
I appreciate it.
But before we talk about all the good stuff going on now, let's talk about where it started.
Where
are you from?
Originally from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Oh sure, you know it. That's how we all talk.
And you've been a comedy fan your whole life. I know this about you. You are a deep student of comedy.
Yeah, I mean, my parents would show me old, like Johnny Carson, Tonight Shows, old SNL. Like my parents have never missed an episode of SNL since it started.
Wow, that's
to
insane.
this day.
Wow,
that's their set. They have not missed an episode.
That's crazy.
They'll call me.
What season are they on? This
is the 50th, 51st, something like that.
Crazy.
They have not missed a season since 1975.
Oh my God!
They watch it every week.
The good and the bad.
The good and the bad, and they'll talk about it to me. They're like, especially since in the past 10 years, I've had good friends and acquaintances be on the show or write for the show or things like that, and it's just been like they'll watch. They're like, hey, do you know this person? Blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, they were really good. And
what did your parents do for work?
Currently, my dad's a baker, and my mom is a children's musician.
Damn, that is like the most wholesome family Minnesota thing I've ever heard. They're watching fucking SNL every Saturday. You guys are America's family. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it gave me a fun and really unique foundation because my dad. Owns the bakery, so he's a businessman. He does that. But my mom is an entertainer, an independent contractor, children's musician, and so I kind of got both worlds.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see.
Oh,
so
that's interesting.
When I've had stress about gig working and things like that, like reaching out to bookers or promoters or things of that nature, my mom has advice about that sort of stuff. It's obviously different because she is a children's musician dealing with libraries and fairs and festivals of children's music versus comedy, but there's a lot of correlation, right?
I was going to say that stuff translates.
Yeah, exactly. And then my dad, being a businessman, would also say things like, there's a line from, you remember the movie Dave with where the guy pretended to be the president?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin
Kevin Kline.
Yeah.
where Charles Grodin goes, "If I ran my business like this, I'd be out of business." Like that sort of line. My dad says that almost every year whenever I talk to him about comedy. He's like, if I ran the business like how you're telling me this business is run, it boggles my mind. But he's given me some of the best advice I've ever gotten.
It is funny how, like, people, like, I just did the episode with my dad, and it's funny how, like, people that aren't in this industry but know business, it is so hard for them to wrap their mind of how this works and how, like, anything like that. But then, again, it translates, like, their experiences very much translate to this.
Well, especially because my dad's, not just a businessman, but he's an entrepreneur. He takes risks with his business. And so, like, that advice of, like, one of the best pieces of advice that he ever gave me was just straight up, the stars are never in alignment. The ground is never stable. If you're going to make a move, make it. And like that, just that kind of motivational thing, it was just like, just do the thing. It's never going to be the perfect time.
Wow. That's a great parenting.
Yeah.
As somebody that, and it's also great parenting because it worked.
I'm your dad now. I'm your father now. And then my dad has another, has a great sense of humor too, because I've shared that piece of advice with some of my friends, and it's helped them out a lot. And I remember like telling my dad that, and he just goes, "Well, I'm glad the advice I gave to you helped your friend."
So your dad's very funny.
He's very funny. Yeah.
So that's awesome. And they seem to have been supportive the whole time.
Extremely.
They never try to say go to business school or
Well, try, but it's like they'll soft pedal it. It's like. How are you feeling about it nowadays? Thinking about it. But at the end of the day, they are also their parents' kids, and they had great parents too. And I remember my dad's mom came to me one time, and my dad's dad would always give me shit about it. It's like, so they paying you yet? They paying you yet? They paying you? It's like all that stuff. Just like he even would go like, they paying you, or are you paying them to go up? Like that. Just like kind of giving me shit like that. But I remember my dad's mom took me aside one time, and everybody was kind of giving me shit and stuff. Not shit, but like friendly family, whatever, like comic shit. You know what I mean? And she just goes, "Are you happy doing what you're doing? Like trying this thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." And then she goes, "Then never stop.
Wow.
Do it for like as long as it's making you happy. Then just keep going and make sure you're doing it at the best that you can. Like don't half-ass it. Don't
Yeah.
Go for it." And
a lot of meth heads have that same.
I mean, that's
mantra.
what she was talking about. Wait, you thought I was talking about comedy?
My bad.
No. I'm talking straight up hardcore drug use. That's do it as long as I can. I have the track marks to prove it, and she showed me how, and that's really what matters in life is a grandparent that can show you how to inject heroin.
Listen, if we were all only so lucky.
Right? I mean, honestly. Well, I remember when we watched Requiem for the Dream for the first time together. It was a really great moment. I was 8. And she was just like, now pay attention to this part. And it was the dildo scene. And no, it was fun.
Dude, you
it was
can't
a good time.
shut it off.
I'm turned on. I don't know. We're talking about dildos and grandparents. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Huh?
Dude, if
this is before comedy, right?
If that doesn't get you excited, you're fucking
I don't know what it is. I'm Jeffrey Baldinger. Good to be here. I'm a Pisces. What's up? The curls are natural. How are you doing?
I'm doing so good. I can't get. We've had great episodes today. We are 4 minutes into this.
Yeah, I was gonna say this does smell like Bruce Villain. Shout out to your dad.
Yeah. Somehow you and my dad have become a writing team together before him and I did.
Right. Yeah. Great. No, he's awesome. He took me aside. He was not in a bad way. But he took me to the back room. We're in a hotel. But again, not like that. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I don't know where my camera is. But
they're all your cameras,
they're all,
baby. They're here for you.
But his dad took me aside and he's like, "Listen, I'm not a comedian, but I thought this was funny. You tell me," because he interviewed Bruce Valanche. And I don't know if this is going to come out after or before Bruce Valanche, but let's have it come out after.
Yeah, well,
just so this works. Or you can have it come out before and have it be a call forward.
yeah.
Shout out.
People love those historically.
Shout out Kyle Cease. That's his joke. He did, but he goes, I wanted to say this. Does this mic smell like Bruce Valanche? Tell me, is that funny? I'm like, yeah, that's funny. He's like, all right, you say it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I will. And I did.
And it crushed.
Killed in the room.
Okay, let's focus.
Let's focus all night long.
You were talking a little bit to me last night about working at the bakery with your pops.
Yeah. So, that was kind of, summer jobs, high school jobs, in between college jobs.
Just small bakery, big bakery.
He has currently a small bakery right now. So he had retired and he hated retirement, so he started a new bakery, and and it's great, and he's happily stressed again.
Yeah,
and it's great. But when I was growing up, it was a factory bakery, kind of making bread buns for restaurants.
Oh, cool.
And so I was carrying. I was loading trays into a 500-degree oven, that sort of stuff, and just like conveyor belt shit and putting, making sure the dough was right and proof boxing and all that stuff. And I would get, burns on my, like I was working in an oven, so shout out Jews. But we're taking that back, I think.
You have to own it.
You got to own it. Some people deny it even happened. I don't know. But I worked there, so I know it's real. But I was, I would work there, and it was great because it was good work. It was, but also it was funny because sometimes, I had my boss was my dad, but also my dad is a person that I talk to about my day. Yeah. So I would talk about the shitty work, and he'd be like, well, I would be kind of shit talking to the boss, but as my dad, it was it's a weird dynamic.
I couldn't get away with that.
It's a weird dynamic, you know what I mean? And sometimes I'd say shit, and he'd be like, wait, what? I was like, oh, no, nothing. No, never mind.
What were some of the big gripes you had working at the bakery? What were some things you'd complain about?
Just standard high school shit where it's just this fucking floor manager's giving me shit. I was a fucking kid, whatever, but in my mind it was this guy is riding my ass in a way that is he's just doing this because I'm the boss's son, blah, blah, blah. And then my dad would be like, yeah, but were you doing the job right?
Yeah. I was just immediately bring you back down to earth. Yeah.
But so I would do that. And I got a lot of my friends' jobs at that, at the bakery as well. It's a good summer high school job and stuff like that. But then, so I worked there for a couple years. I think I worked there longer than either of my siblings did. We all kind of had different turns working at the bakery. I just have two siblings, and I think they both worked there maybe 1 or 2 years, and then I worked there for 4 or 5.
Are you the youngest?
I am the youngest.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
As far as them only working a couple years.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's third time's the charm. You know what a charm is? It's a curse that's gaslighting you. Yeah. Okay? That's what a charm is. All right. As a third kid, 2 is enough.
Are your siblings also funny people? Do they like comedy like that?
Yeah. My brother and sister are both very funny people. My brother's hilarious. They're both differently funny. We all have very different styles of humor.
Sure.
My brother's very how do I describe it? If I describe myself as goofy, I describe him as sardonic and just sharp and just fucking can cut you in half. Knows exactly the right thing to say to just fucking make you feel oh god damn he can fucking snap at you. And my sister is brilliant, smart, and so her humor is at a level where it's I need to read so many things to understand what this is, but she's great. And yeah, we work on, like, when we're together, we, work off each other really nicely.
Yeah. That sounds like a good clan of
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say
Baldinger.
clan.
Yeah.
Let's avoid that word. But group. Let's say group.
Yeah, okay.
Family pod. Yeah.
Yeah, a flock of Baldingers.
A murder of Baldingers. That's right.
Okay, so you work at the bakery and then...
Worked at the bakery for a while. I was a lifeguard as well. And, yeah, I can swim.
How much sunblock did you need to use, brother?
Indoor pool, baby. Yeah,
That's
honey.
so good. That's so good.
You see the red hair. I may be a day walker. I got black eyebrows, but I don't got that skin protection, baby.
So you're a lifeguard at like a YMCA? Or?
Yeah, JCC, YMCA,
Sure.
that sort of thing. And you don't need one, but you did. Like they needed them. I had to actually jump in the pool a couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just people are neglectful of their kids. It's just like they say, like, oh, you're fine. It's like, oh, you're just gonna let your 5-year-old swim into the deep. Okay. And
so
all
you
that
saved
shit.
some lives.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna toot my own horn, but I'll let you do it.
Yeah.
I brought it up, but you can talk it.
Were you a big no running around the pool guy, or
Not a big, like, it wasn't like I was.
how old were you?
I was 16, 17.
Okay, and this is at the JCC, so it's not like you're distracted by women.
No, it's it is. I mean, it's co-ed. I mean, it's like it's not the YMCA.
I don't know if the hotties are going into the indoor pool at the JCC.
Listen, there were some moms.
Yeah. And you know what? I should have known better.
Come on. But no, there was not a lot of running, but there were some. It was just mostly just annoying preteens that were just like fucking.
Do you have any memories specifically like these fucking kids?
Yeah, oh man, every single one of them.
I have their addresses, their SATs.
The worst part about it, though, I was like, it was so humid because it's an indoor place. I would be so sleepy. I was so sleepy. I had to it was everything to not fall asleep in that place. Like I would be sitting there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would pretend that there was somebody that I needed to dive in after just to wake myself up. It's like, oh. And then we're like, wait, what happened? It's like, I thought I saw somebody.
It's never good. It's never good.
But it was, it was one of those things where it's like, that was, again, good pay, lifeguard, like as a specialty skill. It was like, wanted to save up, wanted to make sure that I had money because I always knew that I wanted to move out. I either wanted to move to like Chicago or Los Angeles at that time. I was because I was very much into Second City or Groundlings. Those were the two places.
So you were thinking more SNL improv?
Yeah, I mean my favorite people were Conan O'Brien, who was a Groundlings guy, Chris Farley, who was a Second City guy, and it was like those were Phil Hartman was a Groundlings guy.
I just had a realization dawn on me that I know you open for Kevin Nealon a lot. And what's that like to be such a fan of SNL and then you get to open for this guy who's arguably one of the best to ever be on that show?
He is everything you'd want him to be. He's the best. And he actually also, he just dropped a new special and it's fucking hysterical. And it's on 800 Pound Gorilla. Shout out Kevin Nealon. Make sure to watch his special. He's the best. He's the funniest, and he's the nicest, and he's the kindest. Like,
do you have any like specific stories of you two? Anything that sticks out as far as like, wow, this guy, this is why he's a class actor.
I mean, yeah, like he'll be recognized when we go out to lunch or breakfast or whatever, and he's so generous to everybody, and he'll do bits, he'll like tell stories, and he also will tell he'll kind of go like, this is how you kind of be kind and deal with fans, where it's like they know it's like an interaction where it's like, hey, thanks so much, appreciate you, but like it's not a
professional.
It's professional and it's kind, and he garners that too. Like his fans are so amazing. Like I love performing for his audience because they're there to see him, so they don't give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
At all, right?
Yeah.
And so, but because of that, because he knows that, and because I know that, he's like, work on your shit. Like, make sure that you're doing the stuff that you want to work on, and make sure that you're doing it
Oh, wow.
the best of your ability. 'Cause
You don't hear that a lot.
Right, exactly. It's like, so obviously I want to do well. Obviously I want to kill. Obviously I want to do all that stuff. But also it's like, whether I kill or not, the audience there is there to see Kevin.
Yeah.
And so regardless of how I do,
It's got to be a weight off your shoulders.
it is, because it allows me to really just do exactly what I'm trying to do at the best of my ability.
Yeah.
And he'll give me tags, and he'll give me you're trying to get another beer?
Yeah, I got you.
I got you.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just telling you in the middle of the story, but that's fine. That's good. No. You
It's
can.
the first time somebody made eye contact with me.
That's fine. That's fine. Let me just get on my phone real quick.
Yeah. I'm such an asshole.
No, that's okay. It's fine. I came all the way up from New York to do this, but no, it's fine.
I
came specifically to do this. No, but it was like he'll give me tags. He'll like tell me to do new jokes that night. Like we'll be having dinner or whatever, and we'll like riff something, and he'll be like, "Do that tonight."
Oh,
I was like, okay, and he'll like challenge me to grow, essentially, challenge me to do better.
Because you never get that. I've actually learned. Steve Fury told me this. He was like, a lot of headliners will bring somebody out and they want them to do good, but not too good.
Yeah,
and it doesn't seem like that's the case for you at all. Like he wants you to
he
go.
wants me to do the best that I can and be as comfortable as I can and be as like open to growing, like experiment, like to be the best I can. And that's everybody that I've opened for is like that. The Sklar brothers, Marilyn Rice Cub, Ben Bailey, all the
Ben Bailey, great.
Yeah, Ben Bailey, fucking amazing as well. All those guys are.
People forget that guy does stand up. They just know him from like Cash Cab, and it's
he's such an amazing stand up. He's got so many specials out too that are incredible, and he's incredible as a stand up. Shout out Ben Bailey.
Yeah.
But like literally everybody that I've gone on the road with as a feature taught me how to be a headliner in my own right, and it's that sort of vibe of like, I want you to do. It's not a competition. Yeah. Like there are people who like Steve Fury is absolutely right where he's like, some people take out openers that they're like, I don't want you to outshine me. I don't want you to do this, that, or the other thing, that sort of thing. And that to me is a wrong attitude. It's something where
totally.
It's like, it should be, I don't care if you outshine me or not. I'm going to do what I do, and they're there to see. And if I have the confidence and the skill to be the reason that they're here, then that's the thing. You need to do as well as you can do in service of my show. Like that's like, you're my opener. You're like, especially if you're opening for a hard ticket seller, right? If you're opening for somebody who they are there to see specifically, it's their show. If you're an opener on a comedy night and nobody's there to see anybody in particular, then it's like, hey, it's anybody's show. It could be anybody's show.
Yeah.
But if you're opening for, if you're opening for John Mulaney, it's his show.
Yeah.
So you need to kowtow to him. Do as good as you can, but you're there to warm up the audience for him. And obviously, if you can kill in a way that makes him work harder, he's going to appreciate that in a way that's like, all right, I fucking like this, Not to speak for John, but like...
Yeah, you're talking about general.
The type of headliner that I respect that I have opened for is somebody who's like, make me work.
Yeah.
Make me work. And
yeah, you can't respect the guy that just wants the softball every time,
it's one of those things where it's like, but I also respect the people who are very loyal to like their friends. It's like, I don't care. Like, I literally don't care who opens for me.
Yeah.
I'm just taking these people because I want to be on the road with these guys. Like, I respect that mindset too, as long as you're honest about it.
Yeah. You're not propping these people up to be national headliners and putting them on your world famous podcast. What am I talking about? Who could I be referencing? I don't know.
Sure.
I couldn't tell you.
Bruce Villain?
Yeah. He props up a ton of comics, but mostly behind closed doors.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Kickstand, baby.
So you went to Chicago first?
No, I came directly to L.A. What happened was I was in school in Kansas, and I graduated, and I between my
Kansas.
Yeah, it's a state.
I've heard.
Yeah, it's okay. Jayhawks, shout out.
So you went to Kansas State.
University of Kansas.
Yeah.
Very different schools.
Yeah.
One's in Manhattan, Kansas. One's in Lawrence. Do you know which one's
Manhattan.
which?
No, nobody. Do you think anyone knows more than one city in Kansas?
Let's ask. If I just said which school is in Manhattan, Kansas, and which school is in Lawrence, Kansas, how many of you would guess correctly?
He's talking to
This is a poll to the audience, and
no.
you know, no, Dad. All right.
Bam! Yes, I do pay these people to be here.
Fair
but
enough.
That does
Fair
not
enough.
matter.
Audience, the three of you that are watching. I don't know how big of a crowd you got. Hopefully it's 3,000.
Yeah, that's right. 3,000 of you.
That's going to move the needle, too.
Yeah, by the time this episode comes out.
No, but I went to University of Kansas, Jayhawks, Lawrence.
And would you go there? Were you doing theater?
Film production.
Film production.
Yeah, and I had gotten an internship in L.A. at Sony Television and Black Christian movie company called New Light Entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
And I was doing both those, and at that time I was an intern during the time that we were developing Breaking Bad. So I was one of the interns that found the script, or at least I found the script as an intern. Looking back on it now.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Looking back on it now, you're inundated with scripts as an intern. A coverage intern is what I do. So I read scripts, I give coverage on it, which means just write a summary, whether I liked it or not, how I felt that it could be made.
That's such a cool job.
And if I think that it was worthwhile to make it or not. Essentially, that was my job. And looking back on it now, I realized I didn't discover any of the good scripts. I didn't just oh my God, this is they give you a pile of scripts as a litmus test to see if they want to trust your opinion.
Oh, wow, that's pretty smart.
And so a litany of bad scripts, and then there's Breaking Bad in there, and I read the pilot of Breaking Bad, and it's to this day the best pilot I have ever read. And I just wrote this glowing review of it, blah, 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 and they're like, okay, this is an opinion that we align with, sort of thing.
And cool.
But in the development of that script, of that pilot, it was an incredible experience because I got to see, the casting, I got to see the rewrites, I got to see, all this stuff. And, it's well documented now, but Sony had wanted Matthew Broderick as Walter White. Vince wanted, Bryan Cranston.
Broderick?
Matthew Broderick. And the only reason he wasn't.
Ferris Bueller? That's crazy.
Is it?
Yes. Although
Matthew Broderick is a great. Yeah. He is a tremendous actor.
Yeah, that's true.
And he because you say that Ferris Bueller, who was Bryan Cranston at that time?
Malcolm in the Middle's dad.
Malcolm in the Middle's dad. You want him to play a fucking meth seller, cancer, or Tim Whatley from Seinfeld? That's the guy that you want. The goofy guy. You say that about Matthew Broderick now with hindsight. Of course, Bryan Cranston's brilliant, killed it, blah, blah, blah. But it's in the multiverse or whatever, Matthew Broderick could have also, it would have been obviously very different, but it could have also been great.
Totally. I guess I was
because the writing is so phenomenal.
I was thinking of Matthew Broderick around Tower Heist. So I was just what is the what? Okay.
Right. But Matthew Broderick couldn't do it. For whatever reason, I forget exactly, and then finally Sony acquiesced to Vince, who had Bryan in mind the whole time because he had done an episode of X-Files with Bryan and knew that he could do the role.
Wow!
And it was just amazing. And Jesse was supposed to die at the end of the first season, but he was too popular, so they they kept it going. And a lot of this stuff that I got to be essentially a fly on the wall in the vicinity of it. So I was
that's such a cool first job to get here.
It made me fall in love with LA because I was doing exactly what I wanted to do and everything like that. And at the end of the internship, I was so gung-ho about, both because I was working at Sony and New Light Entertainment, which was, studio and independent. So I was like kind of getting both fields, right?
Okay.
And so it was like, this is everything I want to do. I'm on set. I'm in development. I'm like doing all this stuff. It's everything. Absolutely. And then I was offered a entry-level job once I graduated. So like get the degree, come out, graduate. And so I was like, I fucking made it. I fucking made it. Are you kidding me? I got this
Mama.
in the bag. I'm going to finish whatever. Because I was like, I didn't even want to go back to school. I was like, I'm just staying in L.A., whatever. And they're like, we need you to get the degree, blah, blah, blah. And, we need you to get, no, they didn't, but, they didn't want to hire on an intern. Like, it's business stuff, right? It's like, at the time, I'm like, no, they wanted me so badly. Blah, 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 blah. But, now I'm like, they needed to make some excuses. But the offer was there as I got the job offer so that I moved out to L.A. once it was all done, graduated, spent a month packing up my shit, and moved out, got here July 1st, 2009. And then, a week or two before I was supposed to start, Sony fired 400 employees. It was, you remember the big economic collapse of 2008? And,
right.
Yeah, it was carryover and last to be hired, first to be fired. I wasn't even technically fired. It was I didn't, it was kind of okay, never mind.
Yeah. So now you're here with
so then
no
I'm
job.
here with no job, and everybody that I knew that had contacts, that were my contacts, were now out of a job, and all of their contacts were out of a job, and all of their contacts were out of a job.
Right.
So I'm like, what do I do?
Moving to LA at the beginning of the recession,
right?
So
Seems
crazy.
pretty smart if you ask me.
Yeah.
So I did what anybody would do. I scrounged up enough money, bought a keyboard, and went out to the Venice Boardwalk, started street performing, and saved up some money, auditioned for Groundlings, got into the school, and met somebody who did stand-up there. Shout out Josh Duvendek. And he brought me to my first stand-up show, and I was like, I want to try that. And I tried it, and then I fell in love with it, and that's how I started doing stand-up.
And now we're here. That was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. That was literally yesterday.
Wait, we skipped over you being a pianist on Venice Boardwalk?
Well, you need a permit on Santa Monica. That's why I picked Venice. Couldn't afford the $25 permit.
For the listeners, if you've never been to Venice Boardwalk, it's the craziest.
Yeah.
It's a circus every day of the year.
Uh-huh. I was part of that circus.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Tell us some. You have any memories of that? What's it like being a keyboardist on the boardwalk?
So it's hard. Well, because you need to. So Venice is a first come first serve. At least it was. It was a first come first serve spots for where you get to perform and stuff like that. And so you get there early enough, you can get the good, high traffic area and stuff like that. And so a lot of performers would get there really early, 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
Wow.
And, do their thing. And I needed an outlet, so there were very specific spots that I had to go because at the time I didn't know how to play the guitar. I didn't know I had a little experience playing the keyboard because I studied abroad in Australia back in college, and that's the first time I ever did busking, which is what it's called. Busking is playing for money. In Australia, I was doing it, and this guy came up to me. He's like, "Hey, do you have a permit for this?" I go, "No," and he goes, "Oh, well, what you're doing is illegal without a permit, but you're doing pretty good, so here's $2. And it's like, thank you for paying me for giving me legal advice. Yeah. He's like, just so you know, if anybody tells you to stop, they're right, you're wrong. But, until then, keep it going.
Guy. That guy's
great. Every guy in Australia, every person in Australia that I met was a great guy, except for one, and it was my fault. But it was really my fault. So he was a good guy. I was just so literally everybody that I met in Australia was amazing.
Wow.
But LA busking in Venice was exhilarating. There was one guy that did a show next to me that always made more than me, and it always pissed me off.
Damn.
Because all he did He just jumped on broken beer bottles and liquor bottles.
What?
Barefoot. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm not.
And he was a
Jeff,
much.
I've heard you play piano. I'm giving that guy more money.
Of course, me too. But he was such a good showman. Like he got the crowd. He's like, hey, everybody, come over. And he got a chair, got a blanket, and he'd stand on the chair, and he'd hover over the broken liquor bottles, beer bottles, and everything like that with his bare feet, just going, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And it's like, what are you going to do? There's literally only one thing you can do, but I'm so curious what you're going to do. What is it? And then he'd pass around the hat, and he'd get everybody or the bucket and get everybody to like pitch in and blah, blah, blah. Like, well, you got to pay to see what I'm going to do. Like, even me telling this, I'm not as like engrossing and enthralling as this guy was. And then he'd get however much that he needed to then show what he's going to do, and he then did exactly what you think he would do and just jump on the broken.
And his feet getting cut up. It's not like a magic trick where he goes,
magic.
I'm fine. No, he's getting.
Well, no, here's the thing. He was fine. He's I don't know his life. And I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to, like, whatever. But he wasn't feeling anything. His feet were so calloused over. He's been doing this for such a long time. Like that. This is the thing that pissed me off. Is like, this is you've been doing this for so long. You're not feeling that anymore.
That's insane.
Like you're not feeling it anymore. So there's one time.
I thought for sure it was going to be like sugar glass.
No.
It's real bottle.
It's real.
Oh my God.
And one time, this only happened once. I tried to get there early enough to get like the good spot. And he constantly had the good spot. And it was one of those things where it was like, okay, we're going to, I set it up. I'm 22 at the time. I'm, fucking baby. And I'm just like, I'm setting up. I'm playing, I'm making up songs, playing Elton John songs, playing like whatever, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Making a couple bucks. But then he gets there and he's like, you're in my spot. I was like, no, it's a first come, first serve thing. And I got here first.
You thought you were going to reason with the man that jumps on broken glass?
Yep. My mind is like, yeah, this person is going to be reasonable, and we're going to have a discussion about this, And he's like, get out of my spot. And what I should have said was, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
And what had happened was,
yeah. What I said, I was like, no, I'm here first. And then he got up in my face and shoved me, and I kind of went back. I'm like, no, I didn't. But like. No, I'm not moving. And then he reached into his bag and pulled out his talent. Started throwing shit at me.
And he knows you don't have the talent.
I don't got the callus. I don't got callus.
You got burns on
I got
the
a few
arms.
scrapes, but I used my keyboard as a shield, and I just kind of like batter around type thing. And I'll tell you, we made more that day together than either of us had ever made individually. And the people were throwing down bets, who we got. And and when I was like, same time tomorrow, he's like, yeah, bet. It's like, just split it up between us. We'll give you 60-40.
Yeah.
you got this.
You guys become a traveling pair.
Dude. If only.
Where do you think that guy is now?
He's still there. No, he was there. Like the last time I had gone down.
Oh, you're serious?
No, well, I don't know if he's still there, but the last time I had gone, so I'd only done that for I did it for maybe 6 months. So I don't want it to seem like I was street performing for 3 years and blah blah. It's like I did it for 6 months. And then I started substitute teaching. I decided, it's like there's not an interview for street performance, but I imagine what mine would be like. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'd like to be inside. I think maybe not doing this right now. But Like, so I don't want to make it seem like, oh yeah, it was, whatever. But it was, but so like I started substitute teaching. I started doing a bunch of different odd jobs. I worked at some bakeries out here. I had like 5-6 different jobs at a time.
What were you teaching?
Hebrew.
Oh, interesting.
And Bible studies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And where were you doing that at?
Different temples, synagogues.
What's the worst part about teaching kids?
The kids. I mean, like some
It's
kids.
also like I don't think any kid's like super psyched to go to Hebrew class,
Nobody wants to be there,
including the teacher.
yeah, no, but I mean, listen, like I had some kids that were great, some kids that were awful, as everything is. But the thing that you realize as a teacher is that every guy kid thinks they're hilarious, but they're just loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's the social dynamics.
Yeah.
Is just like as a comedian, I got so mad that they weren't letting like jokes land or hit, or like they didn't have the understanding of time. It's like, let it sit.
Yeah.
Don't like go for it immediately. Just like
you're correcting their jokes.
slow it down. Like stop talking over each other. Listen and riff, okay? And the girl students were like sharp and sarcastic and stuff like that, but the guys were so loud that it got underwhelmed. It's like you see how that fucking structure happens, and it's like, God, Jesus Christ, I fucking hate these kids.
That's hilarious.
But they're great. It's like some of the kids were really funny. Some of them were not. I had these 2 kids, Ethan and Leo, and they had a dynamic kind of like Spade and Farley. One was really skinny, one was obese. But no, that's it. What is this, a comedy podcast? I don't know. Shut the fuck up. I don't know. What are we doing here? But one was very sarcastic, one was very goofy, and they were like best friends, and it was so funny to listen to them interact. And one day we're doing like a quiet writing assignment, and they were whisper arguing, like, no, that's not true. Yeah, it is. No, it's not true. It is. Finally, like, and I'm just kind of like smirking to myself because like they're loud,
Yeah.
But one of Ethan goes, he's like, Jeffrey, telepathy isn't real, right? and I had a decision to make.
And you made the right one.
I made the right one, I feel. And I went, no, it's real. And the smile on Leo's face was like, told you. But the wonder that Ethan's face had when I said, no, it's real. He's like, wait, what? I go, no, it develops. It's not like what you see in the movies, but like it's like it develops in puberty, and it's like it's like
develops in puberty.
Yeah, it's and. Like I got him to believe in Santa, I put magic into his life. He had Disney eyes all of a sudden, and it's like, but this is where I fucked up. Okay, because he was so sincere when he went, really? All I did when he said that was. Like, that's it. That's it. I don't know if you even heard that. Like, it's barely a breath out. Like, yeah. As soon as left my breath, the wonder, the magic that I had put into his soul drained. I showed him Santa was real, then I decapitated him right in front of him. Yeah. And he's like, okay, no, it's not. He's lying, blah, blah, blah. And he just got, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's like, I felt bad, but also it was like just like years later they did talk to me. They were like, that was like that shaped their childhood. They were like, that was very fun. Like that was wild. We told that story a bunch of shit like that. I was like, awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we got to wrap up here, buddy. Thank you for coming out. We're so excited for you and everything that's going on, man.
Thank you.
Seriously. I remember when I met you and you were playing keys from Venice Boardwalk to the Comedy Store.
Comedy Store,
And
yeah.
I just remember talking to you and you being like, I gotta go. I gotta do this on my own. And you really have done it, man.
Thank you, man.
And you're doing it. And we're so excited for the special.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very excited too.
Do you have a name for it?
Not yet. Well,
TBD.
it's TBD. It might be called. There's a few options. No follow-up questions. Maybe New Year Old Me. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's Backup Grandson. We're not sure. Something like that. I'm not sure. But maybe Bruce Valanche as my other dad. Sticking up for Bruce. That's what it's going to be called, maybe. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. Thank you for having me. It's always good to see you guys, and I always love coming back. LA is always going to be a home to me.
Well, you're
and,
always welcome at Paving New Roads, and we'll be sure to tag where they can get your special.
Please
and
do.
everything.
At Jeffrey Baldinger on all platforms.
You heard it here. Follow this man.
JeffreyBaldinger.net, my website, punchup.live/Jeffrey Baldinger.
Thank you, buddy.
Anthony, thank you.
You're the best.